Flock Members. If you want to become truly elite, for just $1 a month, you too can become an elite bad bird. Check out my Patreon account. Link is in the description.
Hello there, my Flock and EBB members. The Badraven here and Drewdrop.
Yeah.
And it's time for our annual thing. We did it last year. This is our second year of doing it. It'll be our best movies of 2018.
Yeah.
And it's been a good 2018, I think.
I think it's been a pretty good 2018. There's not been that many bad movies, and that's good.
Yeah, it was hard to make, which we're going to be getting to the worst one later on.
But it was a harder list
video.
to make. It was a really harder time this year to make that, that list that we usually make. It was a lot, more interesting this year than it was last year. So,
hard to be clean cut, just bad, or good. But a disclaimer we'll give up front: we haven't seen every movie out there. How many did we end up seeing? 23.
I ended up seeing 23. You saw like 27.
Okay.
You did. My dad did see more movies than I did, but it's just that the movies that he did see, I was just either not interested in or
sick or something. Yeah,
it just didn't look. It just didn't look good. I don't know.
Plus, about halfway through the year, our movie pass clunked down on us.
Yeah,
and we couldn't really go see everything we wanted to see.
But we're going to change that this year because there's going to be a lot of movies coming out this year in 2019, and we don't care how. We don't care about the ticket price this year. We're going to go and we're going to watch all the movies because there's a lot of movies coming out.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of movies.
Well, without further ado, this is the top 10 best chosen by us. This is our opinions, people. This is what we liked. This is what Drewdrop liked, what Badraven liked. So it probably totally different what your list is, but still, it's our list.
And if there's a movie that's on our best list that you don't like, then that's really unfortunate that you don't like it. We understand.
We understand.
Everybody has different opinions.
That's true. Do you want to start out with your number 10 best?
I guess I will. My number 10 best will be The Commuter.
The Commuter.
Yeah, I love this movie. I mean, it was a really, really cool movie. Liam Neeson was awesome in the movie. It came out in like the earlier part of 2018, and it was just a good movie to watch. It was action packed. It was intense. The story was good. Mm-hmm. I thought the acting was good too in this movie. I just thought it was a good, well-made movie that I sat down and watched, and it was great. And I honestly didn't expect much out of it at first until my friend, Movie Freak, shout out to you, Movie Freak, was a big Liam Neeson fan, and he wanted me to go watch it because he loved the Taken movies a lot. So I watched it, and I ended up loving it. So if you guys haven't watched Commuter, you guys got to watch Commuter because I love that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, my number 10 best movie of 2018 would be Black Panther. This one was Marvel's entry about February, I think it was, of 2018.
Early 2018.
And I wasn't, enthusiastic to watch it. It turned out to be a lot better than I thought it would be. I enjoyed it. It had a lot of action in it. We got to introduce the Black Panther's all its mythology of his where he came from and nation building of all of his different culture and everything like that. So I thought that was really well done. I think that if you haven't, which I said everybody's pretty much watched it, it's a very good movie, and I think you would, if you watch it, you would like it.
Yeah,
so that's on a number 10.
All right, so my number 9 would be Bumblebee. I love Bumblebee. My expectations were actually really, really low when I went and saw this because the last Transformers movie that came out sucked so bad that I didn't think it would be a good movie. And Transformers has a kind of a bad reputation now, so I didn't think it would be a good movie. But I watched it, and it was a good movie. It was an actual well-made movie. I liked the action scenes. I swear, the action scenes were way better in this movie than any other Transformers movies, because you can actually tell what the heck's going on with the Transformers fighting, and it didn't feel overly long either, like the other ones, because the other ones were way too long. Like Revenge of the Fallen, that one was like, I don't know, like 2 hours and 45 minutes. That one felt like forever.
Exactly did.
When it feels like forever, that's not good, because that means you're getting bored.
Yeah, you're not into the movie.
But this movie, Bumblebee, changes all that and makes you want to get with the story and stuff. The characters were great and everything in the movie. I thought John Cena was cool in it. So, yeah, Bumblebee was awesome. So, yeah,
Number
there
9
you go.
for you.
Number 9 for me.
All right. My number 9 was Game Night. This was often considered the best comedy of 2018. We went out to see this one evening, and we saw some of the funny parts on the trailer. Luckily, there were still more funny parts left in the movie that we watched. It has some graphic language and stuff, but still, it was a neat, fun movie to go watch, and just have fun with the crowd.
Yeah.
I think the two leads in it, I can't think of their names right now, but they, I'm trying to think of his name. Drawing a blank. But anyway, I think they did excellent together, playing off each other in it, and the story kept having a lot of twists in it, so I thought it was really cool. So that was my number 9, Game Night.
All right. Now, my number 8 is Halloween. Halloween was awesome. I thought Halloween was cool. I thought the kills were violent and great. I thought it was... Actually, they had some funny parts in this movie, too. Mm-hmm. It was just an overall good movie. It was probably the best Halloween movie I've ever seen since, like... I don't know, like the original Halloween movies. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is, but after Halloween 2, that's when it kind of goes all weird. Yeah. I mean... I know my dad likes Halloween 4. I know some people like Halloween 4, but be honest, I really don't care for Halloween 4 because the mask looked like a clown's mask. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. But it just did not look good. And I didn't like Halloween 5 or 6 or anything like that. I didn't even watch 6 because it was boring. And it was just, it kind of had all that thorn crap. I don't know what that was, but it was like a really weird storyline. I didn't like it. So... I'm glad that they removed that, actually, from this movie, and they made it just about Michael Myers kicking butt and taking names, and him being a real brute. He is a brute. He is, like, powerful Michael Myers. He is powerful. He will rip you in half. So, yeah, I love this movie. You guys need to go watch it. And it actually just came out on Blu-ray, so, yeah.
That was your number what? Number 7?
Number 8.
Number 8. So this is my number 8.
Mm-hmm.
My number 8 is The Predator. It has gotten a lot of bad press. I think Shane Black directed this. He was also in The Predator 1 with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He played Hawkins in the first one. And I thought it was well made. I know it wasn't a perfect movie. I liked the humor in it. I liked the PC, not politically correct humor in it. I liked all the new special effects in it. It got a little hokey at the very after credit scene. It wasn't that great, but as far as the story, I thought it was a good Predator movie. I mean maybe not the best Predator movie, but it was a good Predator movie. So that is my number 8, the Predator.
Now my number 7 is Ralph Breaks the Internet. I love this movie as well. I mean, it's a good movie. It was a good sequel to the original Wreck-It Ralph, and I love the original Wreck-It Ralph. It's like one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. Mm-hmm. And it's not because it's got video game characters and it's got Sonic in it. That's not the reason why it's one of my favorite Disney movies, which is a big factor. But anyways, but I love the characters in this movie. I love the way Ralph and Vanellope went through the internet, and it showed all these different worlds that we could explore besides the arcade. It looked awesome. And just seeing all the Easter eggs in the internet were really, really cool and stuff. And it was just a really, really good movie. And it was just a good family movie for your family to watch. So if you have a family, you guys need to watch Ralph Breaks the Internet, and I'm pretty sure you guys probably already watched it, but it's a good movie. You guys need to watch it, and it's still in theaters in some places, so you need to watch it while it's still in theaters.
We do have reviews to a lot of these movies,
Yeah.
and this one is also being reviewed. So check back in our library, and some of these you'll see reviewed, but we do have that one for sure. Right through in there. Okay, that was number 7.
Yeah.
My number 7 was The Grinch. I wasn't gonna like this movie. I just knew it was just gonna be a bunch of hodgepodge. Nothing new gonna be here. I thought they might try to take it in a totally different direction. I didn't know, but it was the actual cartoon that you seen back in the day. Mm-hmm. It was just modernized and made a little bit longer. And I liked Cumberbatch's one that plays Doctor Strange. What's his first name?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch. He done the voice of the Grinch, and I think everybody that did the voices in there did a very good job. The animation was very, very solid. We watched it in 3D because we had to because it was so packed. But I was wanting to go back to watch this before Christmas, but I never got to. But it's going to be on video, I think, in February. So I'll be glad to buy that one for sure. It's a very good Christmas movie, a very good movie. And I think it was, they held the tradition of Christmas really, they did it with a great respect. So I made it my number 7 movie of 2018.
All right. And my number 6 movie is The Grinch from Illumination Entertainment. Again, I love this movie. It's a great movie. It's a good holiday movie. If you guys, like I said, if you guys haven't watched it, you guys need to watch it when it comes on Blu-ray. And I know it won't be Christmas time, but I don't care. You need to watch it because it's a great movie. I don't know what it is, but I like to see The Grinch whenever. It really doesn't matter if it's Christmas time or not. You just watch it,
Yeah, I always like the way they go from mean to good.
And surprisingly, the 3D in this movie was actually surprisingly well done. I didn't think the 3D was really gimmicky. And me and my dad really don't like to go watch 3D movies because it, gets to our eyes after a while. But when we watched it, I was pleasantly surprised by the 3D effects, and I thought it looked really, really cool, and the story was good. And like my dad said, it was literally the old animated one from years ago. Yeah. But in, feature-length films. So there you go.
Exactly. Okay. Number 6.
Yep.
My number 6 is The Ant-Man and the Wasp. We saw this back in, was it July?
I think it was July, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but they did a tremendous, tremendous job with growing upon the first Ant-Man and taking it to the next level. I thought they introduced the Wasp, which was she was, in the first movie, but she wasn't actually in character as far as the suit and everything. I liked her powers matched up with Ant-Man's. Yeah. Together, they made a lethal team. I loved the angle with the mother being lost in the
quantum realm.
The quantum realm. I liked the way they did all that different types of things to kind of open up the Infinity War stuff. But I just think they knocked it out of the park. Every one of the Ant-Mans is getting better. Every one they come out with, so I can't wait to watch the third one whenever it comes out. Mm-hmm. But I made this my number 6 because it was such a well done movie, and I like Ant-Man, the guy that plays Ant-Man.
Oh, he was really cool. I forgot his name, but we'll put his name up here.
I'm sorry, I'm drawing blanks today.
But we will put his name. Yeah. All right, so my number 5 is Aquaman. I love Aquaman. It was a great movie and stuff. And I have to be honest, I was really on the fence of this movie because, I have to be honest, I didn't like him in Justice League. And they kind of did him terribly in Justice League, though. It was just, I didn't like him in Justice League. And I thought he was kind of like, this is weird. Talking to fish. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I didn't really get it. I didn't really understand it. That's why when I went into this movie, I was like, this is going to be a terrible movie. I'm not going to like this movie because I hated them in Justice League. How am I going to like this movie? And it surprised me. It was a good movie. It had good action scenes. The story was great. Everything about it was great. It was just oh my man, it was one of the best DC movies in a long time, besides Wonder Woman.
Yes,
but
exactly.
but Aquaman was really really good. So yeah,
Good pick. My number 5 is Ready Player One. I didn't. I knew this was Steven Spielberg. He directed this one. I knew it was based on a book that everybody liked. So I just liked the trailers. The first time the trailers I saw, they had the DeLorean in it. They had a lot of stuff that called back to the '80s, and that made me interested right there because I love the '80s stuff. But they used the future, the virtual reality, all the different types of new games. I told Andrew that his kids will probably be playing pretty soon when he gets married and have kids. And I like the way they brought back a lot of the stuff from the '80s, and it was just so cool the way they did it. They added the Shining in there in one part. They had like it was like a video game. He was playing a video game to win the chance to own the Oasis, and I thought that the acting was superb in it, and I think the story, what they adapted from the book, may not be exactly like the book, but I heard it could be even better. But I thought I was dying for this to have on 4K because we could see all the little Easter eggs that we couldn't see at regular things. But they used the glaive. They used the glaive.
I know.
I felt that part almost melted in my
My
seat.
dad was like beyond hyped. Yeah.
So yes, I loved this movie. So I made it my number 5.
Yeah. All right. Now my number 4 is Ant-Man and Wasp. Love this movie again. MCU at its finest. It was a great movie. Way better than the first one. I still like the first one, but I like this one a little bit more because I think it was it had a lot more of the comedy and it felt a lot more fun than the first one. But the first one was still good too. But I love this movie. It was just a great, well-made movie and everything. And you guys haven't watched this, then what are you doing? You got to watch it. So
you're behind. And he plays a major part in the Infinity Endgame. I mean,
Infinity War story.
Wars,
yeah.
All right, let's see. We're number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Number 4 is Halloween. Andrew already talked about it. Don't have much to say about it besides it's a direct sequel from part 1 of Halloween. Of course, John Carpenter's back as the producer of this one. And they take place directly. He's in the sanitarium. So I thought it was really made me feel like I was watching the old Halloween back in the day. It had the mask done perfectly, even though it was aged. I thought that our whole story was almost torn right from the first one, except for there was one part with the doctor. I thought it was ludicrous. I don't know why they put it in there.
Yeah, it was only one part though.
That was only one part.
But that was only like one little part. If you took that one little part out, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I thought it answered all the questions I need answered. I can't wait for another one of that. He'll probably be 85 on this one, I think.
I guess so.
I think they're gonna have to. Chase
It's already
him down.
confirmed, ain't it? There's already gonna be another one.
I think they're gonna kill him this way by knocking his walker out from under him and making him fall on his own knife. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, that was my number 4.
That's funny. Anyways, number 3 is Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2. Man, it was probably the most anticipated sequel of a Disney Pixar movie of all time that took like 12 years to come out.
Yeah, it did. It lost that weight.
It was worth the wait, though. Even though it took a long time, it was worth the wait because it was a good movie. It was a good, well-made movie, and it was just great. I thought the animation was great in the movie. I thought the action scenes were pretty cool in the movie. I liked the way the family bonded and stuff, and there was some good, funny parts in there with Dash and Mr. Incredible. With the homework, math homework, that me and my dad we just cracked up through it.
That part from us.
Yeah, that's like literally my life there. But yeah, it was just a really good movie, and you guys probably already watched it if you've seen the first Incredibles. But still, if you haven't watched either the first Incredibles or the second Incredibles, then you need to watch both of these, and you need to watch this one in particular because it was worth the wait, even though it took 12 years. So yeah.
All right, my number 3 is Mission Impossible Fallout. I'm not a Mission Impossible fan. And Andrew knows that. I like Tom Cruise movies. I like his action movies. I like his science fiction movies. So he was watching something else that day.
What was I watching?
I forgot. You went to go see maybe Teen Titans Go or something.
Yeah, it was that. I'll get to that later.
Yeah, he watched Mission Impossible later.
I did watch it though.
He didn't watch it this time with me, and I was on the edge of my seat through the whole thing.
It's a good movie. It is.
I was shocked how much I really got into it because I love action movies. Don't get me wrong, but that type of action movie, it
really leaves you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, I mean, especially the last
last scene.
When you're ready to fall, you're ready to literally jump out of your seat and help him get through that part because it just goes on and on and on, and you're just like nail biting. I probably have no fingernails after that section, but I thought it was great, and it's probably the first Mission Impossible I'll ever buy. And I may have to go back and watch all the other ones. I don't know.
I enjoyed it. I haven't even watched any of the other ones. So
I give Tom Cruise a great kudos if he did a lot of his action, which I know he got hurt on one scene of it where he was jumping across. So he did awesome in it too. So that is my number 3.
There you go. Number 2 is Ready Player One. I love Ready Player One, and my dad probably knows this because I watched this movie like 5 times in the theater. I love this movie. It's a great made movie. It was just like I love the soundtrack. I love I like the way it had like all the Eddie songs and stuff in it, and it was like remixed too. It was awesome, and like you saw like him like racing through the DeLorean. You saw like King Kong and everything in there. It was just like everything was like all combined into one movie. I mean, it was just an ultimate movie, and it had a good story about how he was wanting to win the Oasis and find the Easter egg of that game, and it was just a good movie, man. It was that good. I think I probably memorized it by heart because this is a great movie. This is awesome. Watch it.
Definitely. It's out too. My number 2 is Aquaman, which he has just talked about. If you would have told me a year ago your number 2 movie for 2018 is going to be Aquaman, I would have said, you're crazy. You need to be going to insane asylum because there's no way I'll even go watch it because I hadn't any intention to go watch the thing. I said, forget it. I'm not going. And you're going to ask yourself, why did I go watch it? Because I said I'm going to go watch it. His brother, the J-Dog, was Christmas. One of his Christmas gifts was to take him to the movies. We were going to go see Bumblebee, and it was too late. We got there too late.
Yeah.
And you see by the video I did for Aquaman when I was talking about it, he wanted to go see Aquaman. So I said, well, I'll sit through 2 hours and 20 minutes of fish, I guess. So we went and watched Aquaman, and you can see by the before and after review that I did, I went from this
to like, whoa.
I mean, James Wan deserves a lot of credit because it's his movie, it's his vision of Aquaman. The writing was great. The action was great. I love the way they incorporated the Excalibur type, King Arthur type thing with it. I thought that was cool. I mean, they called him King Arthur, but the Excalibur wasn't there, but his trident was his Excalibur. So I love the way they did all that. I love the action scenes were filmed so beautifully. I told Andrew I love watching action scenes where I can see all the moves and stuff. He would slow down the action right when he needed it.
Yeah, and like you could actually see who's fighting who, because in some action movies you see somebody fighting somebody, but I had no idea who it is or anything because you can't tell what's going on. In this one, you can actually tell what the heck is going on.
But I mean, they did. So, I mean, I didn't even like Aquaman in the Justice League. I thought he was one of the weakest league, but he was the best character. It shows you that a director can bring it out of an actor. He brought it out of him. Moan, what's his name? What's his name?
I don't know.
Moan is his last name. I can't think of it.
I don't know.
Not John Moan. I'll post it. By the way, anyway, the Aquaman guy, the guy played it, did great. So he's my number 2.
Yeah. Then number one is, I mean, this is no surprise. I mean, everybody saw this coming, but it's Avengers: Infinity War.
Really? That low budget movie?
That low budget movie that nobody watched. I'm just joking. Everybody's watched this movie. Avengers: Infinity War was awesome. It was a good action movie, and I can't express to you how much I love this movie. This is my favorite, not only my favorite MCU movie of the year, but I told my dad, and this is major, this is actually a candidate for my favorite MCU movie of all time. It is that good. I loved it. The action scenes look cool. The backgrounds, the soundtrack, everything about this movie was just, oh man, it was epic. It was just the epitome of epic and insaneness, and it was just awesome. So, yeah.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. Can I top his number one? Andrew, my number one movie for 2018 is Solo, a Star Wars.
No! No!
No, I'm just joking.
I was getting ready to say.
I'm just joking.
No.
That's hard to say with a straight face.
Oh, God. Don't even get me started.
I almost gave him a heart attack. I can't wait to watch this on video again to see his expression. No. I am a Star Wars fan, and I will bleed Star Wars through and through. But it is not my number one. No. My number one is Marvel Infinity War. So
Avengers Infinity War.
Marvel,
Get the facts
Avengers,
straight.
Disney, Avengers, they're all the same character.
What?
Anyway.
They're not the same.
Avengers Infinity War is my number one. And that's like you said, they took all the characters that they've been developing for 10 years, DC. They've been developing them for 10 years here on their movie universe. I'm not talking about their comic books. I know they've been around longer than 10 years. I'm talking about the Marvel universe. 10 years they've been building this. And now it's paying off. We got to see all the characters. I don't care how many characters they had in it. Everybody had their chance to shine. I thought they did exquisite. At the end of it, it's the first movie I'm like this. Because I couldn't believe that they let the bad guy freaking win. And they did!
I know, spoilers, but I mean,
if you haven't seen it now.
But everybody's seen it, so.
Endgame's coming out in just a few months, so if you ain't seen it now, forget it. But anyway, it is an awesome movie. It deserves number one.
Yeah.
Can't take that away from it. There's no movie better than this movie in 2018. And that's my list of the top 2018 movies.
All right, that's my list too.
Do you have anything else to say about the 2018 great movies?
Not that much, to be honest with you.
It looks like 2019's packed too, so we'll have a big video.
Oh man,
next year for sure. But
yeah, definitely next year.
We're gonna wrap this video up, and our next video coming out will be the worst videos of 2018. So we'd like to thank you for watching the Badraven channel from Drewdrop and the Badraven. We appreciate you coming and watching our channel. So always come back for more and more. Remember, we do have a Patreon account, and if you want to become Elite Bad Birds, you can get this band, and you can get your name on end of every video, and I will say your name. You're a part of the EBB. And what is EBB? The Elite Bad Birds.
Exactly.
And if you want to be on there, just $1 a month will get you there. We already have one, and we want to keep adding to it. So please become, and think about supporting us, because we need your support big time.
Heck yeah.
And we like to say, remember the Badraven is your friend, and we're going to let you go, and we'll talk at you later.
And goodbye.
The Badraven would like to thank the very first Elite Bad Birds member, the New York Dragon. Join him and support the Badraven channel.